I am so seriously impressed that you're prepared to do whatever it takes to learn all about how to do keyword research. I really am. I speak to some people and say, how many times did it take you to do a 3-point turn before getting it right? How much water did you end up choking on before you eventually learned how to swim? You didn't give up then, did you? Nope, and you're not giving up now. Because you're investing your time into yet another learning section and slowly, one by one, connecting all the links together. I've said this so many times and I will say it again and again and again. Remember, you're learning how to do something that millions of others just can't be bothered to do. So I take my hat off to you, I really do, and trust that you are feeling really proud of yourself, because I am, and I generally mean that. This is a simple business, but it ain't easy. But it takes guts to stand out amongst the crowd and say, you know what, I did it. And with that said, let's crack on and complete video 4. Now, although we have a list of keywords that all have searches over 2,000, we now need to take each one and check that its competition is below 40,000. Now remember that there are no hard and fast rules, and these figures are only a guide, so it's up to you which ones you go by. So if we take the first keyword, which is AdWords, and we copy that, on a PC that's Control-C, on a Mac it's Command-C, and we paste it into the Google search bar, which on a PC is Control-V, and on a Mac it's Command-V. Don't forget, we need to put these speech marks either side and hit return. And then we copy the figure or the result that's come up here, and we put that, or paste that rather, into the competition column. And then we take the next keyword, which is Google AdWords, and we repeat the process. We copy that in between the speech marks. We paste it, hit return, and we take those results and paste those into the competition column. Now, if we then do this keyword exercise, there is a chance that you might have used one of these keywords and would be wondering why no one finds your website. And trailing behind, what we got, 16,900,000? Well, what would you expect? Now, don't get me wrong, we're not expecting to be the first amongst them, but cutting down on the competition and climbing high in the searches is the way to get on page 1 of Google. Okay, I'm going to pause the video here and I'm going to finish off the rest of these results. So I'll see you in a moment. Right then, well, firstly I've entered the results for all our keywords, and secondly I've highlighted in red all the keyword rows where our previous searches were above 2,000 and our competition is below 50,000. Now you might be thinking, now hang on Terry, you suggested that the competition be below 40,000 and now you're saying 50,000, and well done for spotting a deliberate mistake. But you see, I did mention 40,000 as a guide. But the main reason I have stretched to 50,000 is because if you can't find enough good results for your website or article, then at least you've got something as a borderline that you can fall back onto. What we're going to do now, open up a new spreadsheet and copy and paste all the keywords that passed our test into it, as this is called housekeeping. And you'll want to separate all the keywords that pass the test so that everything is all kept neat and tidy. And here's one I prepared earlier, as the saying goes. Now, although we have 19 keywords, the idea of this video course is to show you how we can get as many as possible. And that brings us to the last link in the chain. Now for that, we need to go over to our Google search page. Now the idea is to take each of our keywords, and do you remember all that drilling that we have been doing? Well, we're just about to hit oil. We're going to use the last free tool that we mentioned, and it's called the Wonder Wheel. We copy the first keyword back into Google with speech marks and hit return. Just below our keyword is Show Options. Click it once, and down below it is the Wonder Wheel. Now what this little beauty does, and remember it's free, it actually shows us other keywords that are related to the one that we entered. It feels like we're never going to stop, doesn't it? And I don't know about you, but even after knowing about this, I am still totally gobsmacked and fascinated at how it all works. So all we do now is look at these extra keywords and click on all of them one at a time, even if you think they don't fit your subject, because you never know what's underneath them. And what lies underneath them? Yep, unbelievable, isn't it? Even more keywords. And that is all you do. You just go through all of them one at a time until they run out, and the ones that seem to fit your subject, you use the keyword tool like before, and if the searches are high and the competition is low, then you've just added some more to your list. Just remember to put the speech marks in. So let's see if we can quickly do one of them so that you're clear on this. Right, so as just mentioned, let's click on one of these keywords. We're going to pick link popularity. Every time you open up a new keyword via this method, you have to remember, you have to put the speech marks in. It won't do it for you. Hit return. And look, we've got 2,090,000. Now, what you could do from here is go through every single one of these and drill deeper and deeper until you end up with there are no more, and then come all the way back out of it. So imagine we've done all that. Let's come back out of this. So we come back to where we were, our first keyword. Imagine we've covered all of that area, and now we go to the next one. Overture keyword suggestion tool. Or the 37,100. So look, we haven't even got any speech marks yet. So, although it's great without the speech marks, let's put the speech marks in. Hit return. And there you go, 8,020. Well below our 40,000 that we were after. Now, do you remember we've got two parts of the equation? We've got low competition, which we're happy with this, but we've also got high searches. So what we now need to do is see if our keyword has got above 2,000 searches. So if we copy and paste our keyword that we've just got here, and we paste that into our keyword tool. If you've already opened this up or you've already been using this, you'll find you don't need all those little characters and letters that you have to type in to show you're a human being. So all we do now is we click on Get Keyword Ideas. And if we're above 2,000, Overture Keyword Suggestion Tool, 2,400. So there you go. One example of coming up with another keyword that can go to our list. And if you carry on going throughout the whole of that cycle, all of those different keywords, drilling down each one until you've come across or ruled out every single one of them, just to show you how important that is, I spent 4 hours once doing keyword research. And this is what takes the time. This bit we get to now, the first bit, you could do maybe within 40, 45 minutes. But this is what takes the time, finding out from these keywords, all the other keywords that come from them, and then confirming their results are okay to go on our spreadsheet. My result was my 132nd keyword that I came across in my list was the actual keyword that I used. That was my best keyword. So it just goes to show you, you just need to get every keyword you can, because you don't know how far down the list you're going to come across that one that you need. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to stop the video now. It's kind of crept on a bit. I try not to have them over 6-7 minutes long, but with the next video, what I'm going to do is all these keywords that we've got, they're all kind of jumbled up at the moment. And I want to show you how we kind of put them in some form of perspective. So we've got our best keywords at the top, going all the way down to the ones that maybe aren't as good towards the bottom of the list. So I'll see you in video 5. Take care. Bye-bye.